So today, guys, this is going to be another what if. This is what if Deku was the reincarnation of Tony Stark. So this all happens like after in game. I think in game, and Tony's soul is going to be in Deku. And for like, oh, is Deku going to be called Deku? No, he's gonna be called Stark or Tony. Basically, so let's get into this what if. Let's get it. So as you know, Tony, Tony is being born. Inko and I forgot his name, like Asashi Midoriya. I mean, not Midoriya, but Stark. Yes, I changed his name. Basically, Tony, Asashi, tells Inko like give her a good name, like Tony Stark. Basically, Inko would be okay with this, because there because there's a little bit of literal Japanese and American in that nigga. So let's get this straight. Deku like once Deku goes into like elementary school, he like when he goes to elementary school, he aces everything. Not like everything, but like he's smart, just straight smart. And basically, everybody thinks it's a thinks it's a like his quirk, basically. And Deku wouldn't be quirkless. So yeah, scratch that. He would be quirkless. So just getting that out of your mind. So Deku would be quirkless, but at the same time he wouldn't. So basically, once Deku was at home, he'd go to sleep and he'd have these dreams Tony had in game basically everything like his first suit like the Mark 1 and like how he did it, and basically Deku woke up and did like fucking A1 schematics for the suit and how to make it. And at the same time, Asashi, woke up hearing Deku. Asashi asks Deku, "Hey, what's going on?" And Deku says, "Nothing. Go back to sleep." And basically, Asashi really didn't want to go to sleep, but he, stayed in there and watched Deku. And once Deku, got finished out what he was doing, he basically, told Asashi to buy him some stuff. Not to buy him stuff like he said, "Dad, take him to the junkyard quickly." And basically, Asashi said, "Sure, and why? Just it's for a project." Okay. Deku and Asashi, Deku and his dad go to the junkyard. Deku finds like some metal pieces, like he finds like a helmet or something, right? And basically, it's just like this, but it's like a bucket. He suits up the helmet, and basically, like over time, Deku, keeps on getting flat, memories on how like the Mark 1 works, and Deku gets a hang of it, but the suit needs like a infinite power source. So Deku, like once Deku's old enough, like I want to say like 8 or something. Yeah, 8. He takes like this. He looks up like what's the government doing at this time, and basically it says like an arc reactor. Not. not an arc reactor, like something like more of a thought, like something that can mix quirks and technology. So basically, yeah, almost like a hard arc reactor. So Deku, goes there. He takes the arc the arc reactor, and he gets caught by one of the guards, and they try to catch Deku, but Deku just pew pew pew, kills them. Basically, Deku is smart at this point. He goes and find like this like a not a computer but like almost like this not data like he finds blueprints for like something big. So yeah, so Deku kills everybody, and he takes the art director home. And basically Deku's dad was asleep except for Inko. Inko was like wondering where Deku went. And basically Deku gets like home at like what's the early age? Like 6? Not 6, but like 4, yeah, 4 o'clock. And basically everybody heard him crash. Everybody was like wondering like what was that? And Deku, takes note of this saying, make jets quieter. And Inko sees Deku in the backyard holding something. And basically Inko says, what is that? Oh, it was something I found. But basically Inko was being like a nosy motherfucker, so she tries to take it, but Deku just, grabs her hand saying, this is mine. It's not nice to snatch or take something that does not belong to you. Basically, Inko gets mad at this, but she understands what Deku means because in elementary school, people took some shit from her. Like everybody took shit from her. So basically, Deku gets like, he goes into their garage, and it's a 2-car garage. So Deku has like the whole garage to himself. So he, like he has like memories of Iron Man. I mean Tony, like Tony Stark in his head, putting the arc reactor inside his chest. So Deku does that, but the arc reactor turns like red. Turns like a red, yeah, like turns red for a little bit, and and basically Deku, puts it inside his chest, and he's like, just how Tony did, like gasping because it's in his fucking chest. And Deku goes to the suit and he puts on the suit. And basically Deku, feels a little bit better. And basically Deku just, goes to sleep inside the garage. Deku goes to sleep inside the garage and Deku, keeps on having memories of something called Friday. And has memories of Cap, Black Widow, Black Panther, basically everything. He knows where like vibranium is. Basically, he knows where it is, and he knows how to make the suits. And Deku takes and Deku jolts up saying, "I need to know how to make this." And Deku, being like Tony, he creates an element to the periodic chart. And basically, Deku, let, how about let's have like a time skip? Time was like until he's 14. Yeah, until he's like I'm not 14, like 10. Basically, they're in still in elementary school, and Deku just acing everything. He keeps on acing it. And Deku, gets bored of this, and basically the teachers get take note of this, saying like, "Wow, this kid is fucking smart. we need him to be in our class. Basically, the teachers are fighting amongst themselves. Deku, he gets, like bored of this and he just goes to sleep. Hold on. So Deku, basically gets done with everything. Earlier, so the teachers argue among themselves about who should go, keep Deku in their class. So Deku, usually leaves class early to finish, the Mark One. And basically, Bakugo sees this, and he really doesn't pay no, mind to Deku because they never really were childhood friends. So yeah, and from like, oh, where's the basically All Might is somewhere doing some dumb shit. So don't worry about him. Basically, Deku, goes home early, like he always does, and he takes shortcuts, the quickest and easiest route. Deku gets home like really early before his parents, and he goes in the garage, and he continues to make and he continues to make the Mark One suit, and basically Deku, finish it early, and Deku takes it out for like a little test flight. He takes it out for like a little test flight, and basically he sees what was wrong. He saw what happened, like in his past life about how what happened when he created the first, created the Mark One. So Deku took notes of this, and he basically, you know, made, rebuilt it, and he basically did the same thing that Tony did. And if you're wondering, oh, did Deku take it from the government facility with the suit? No, he did not. He stole that with a car. And you're like, oh, that's not Tony Stark wise. This one, Tony Stark was not Tony Stark no more. So basically, Huey was really fed up about dying. So yeah, Deku. Yeah. So Deku, fixes it up, and he, take notes of what Tony did. I mean, what he did in his past life. So Deku, literally did a great job at that. And basically, Deku gets finished and he tests it out, and it works fine. But there was like a little problem. He needs the jets to be like super quiet for him to sneak out at night. And basically, Deku, makes a call. Like he basically Deku, makes a call to this, to I forgot the name, but like who should help Deku, make the thing for his legs. Basically, he calls her, and she comes over and sees the suit, and she basically like, wow, this is just amazing. And basically Deku, says thanks, but can you help me, adjust it? And you're like, oh, and you're like, oh, where's Inko and Asashi? Basically, Inko and Asashi were like, you know what? He's okay by himself. We give him rules, to not have to not throw parties at their house, and basically, and not to burn it down with his machine. So basically, they left Deku and traveled the world, basically like for not 10 months, so mm, like almost about 2 to 10, like from 2 to 3 years. They traveled the world, and Deku, gets really mad at them. So Deku goes, with shit. I forgot her name, but like comment on her name in the comment section so I know it. The one, yeah, the one who made Deku's, jetpack for the entrance entrance exam. Oh yeah. So Deku and the girl helps her. I mean, help him with what he was doing. So basically, they bond a little. If you catch my drift, they bond a little. You know, Deku Deku makes the first move, like oh Tony, like just like Tony. Deku makes the first move, and basically she's like very surprised that Deku loves tech just like she do. And Deku gets like Deku sees what like sees that she likes him, and Deku just he's fucking throwing gas to the fire. So Deku does that, and basically they get like comfortable to a point where like they basically like she comes over and spend a night or two, and basically the girl tells Deku what happened to her, that her parents kicked her out because of noise. So as Deku was testing out the suit, and May helped him. Basically, May tells Deku about the UA entrance exam, and that happens like in 10 months. So Deku and May, train. I mean, not train, but like help each other. And Deku, he makes the he makes a super soldier serum, and he takes it because Cap told him all about how his dad helped him. Not like Tony Stark, the one that died. So yeah, and Deku takes the super soldier serum, and he literally is strong. And basically he remembers what Cap told him about how he needs to literally work out his body just in case if his suits fail. And basically Deku takes is like, okay, I can do this. Deku gets like made to move in with her because her parents kicked her out. Deku basically Deku is his, yeah, Deku and May train. May is like almost like Deku but strong. So yeah, Deku and May train together, and they both in their relationship bond. And basically Deku and May, go to sleep. And May gets the idea that Deku wants a bedtime sparring. And basically Deku was like, alright then. And he was like happy about it. And y'all were like, oh, why is Deku happy about having, you know, bedtime sparring? Deku goes out with May for like almost like 3 months, and they get comfortable, like really comfortable. So clearing that up for y'all. So as that is happening, Deku gets like a picture of Inko and Asashi, in like Tokyo, not Tokyo, but like America. And they say, hey, told Deku, hey Deku, in a few years, once you become a hero, come and live with us. And basically, you'll see why in a few short things. So basically, that happens, and Deku and Mei are like, wow, just straight up wow. Deku and I already said Deku and Mei. Deku and Mei, keeps training, and Bakugo, sees who this girl is with Deku. Bakugo gets jealous and just, calls Mitsuki. And Mitsuki calls, Inko saying, Deku brought a girl over there. And basically, Eagle says, "Oh, I know." And you're like wondering why, like, cause I got cameras in there. And basically, over this time, like Eagle tells them about the cameras. Basically, Akko doesn't really mess with Deku, so no. Deku and May, has idea like, oh, what if we make an AI to control the thing? They come up with some names, but Deku has like the best name, Friday. Has the best name, Friday. And Deku, May and Deku are saying, okay, that's a good name. So Deku and May goes to the junkyard and literally find like some parts to make, Friday. Deku and May are like, working on Friday until they hear like this big old boom. And Deku sees like this the like not a black hole but like a portal open up. And guess who it is? Doctor Strange. And basically Doctor Strange says, "Are you Tony Stark?" And basically Deku says yes. And Strange just, reads Deku's mind and seeing all what happened. So basically, Deku, knows who this is. A Strange, and Strange like Tony. So basically, that happens, and Deku and Strange, make a deal saying, "Hey, tell all the others I think I died, and just leave me here." And May is wondering, like, how do you know this person? Deku tells her like his not just not everything, but like he tells him like, "Oh, this is a friend of my dad's from America," and she buys it for a little bit. You'll see why. So they get finished with the Mark One and fix it up like really good. Hold on, and this is what it looks like souped up a little bit because May's quirk let her upgrade some stuff. So if you're like, oh, why couldn't May just, upgrade the whole suit? And the reason why is this. May tells Deku about her quirk, and, Deku says, alright, why can't you just upgrade the whole suit? And she says, I can't. And Deku asks why. Because it only works for a short period of time. And the upgrades I do are permanent. And Deku's one like, okay. So they just, not, like if they need it, they use that as like a last resort because if something happens. So basically that happens, and Deku being Deku, I mean not Deku like being Tony, he gets an idea saying like, what if we manufacture this? And May's like, what? Manufacture this? Like the robot. May says no, and basically Deku, agrees with this because he saw what happened in his old life, and Deku really didn't want that to happen again, so they both agree no. As that is happening, we go to UA. Nezu, gets a call from like Asashi, and he's like, oh, why is Asashi calling, Nezu? Asashi and Nezu are like almost friends because they both worked in the same field, like tech and science. So Asashi calls, Nezu saying, talking about his son, and Nezu says, okay, old friend, I got this. And basically, over the 10 months, they get like they soup it up like a little bit, and basically, Deku creates basically over the time, Deku, creates like he figures out how to make a portal. And like some like almost like a portal or something. So Deku creates like a portal, but once he walks in it with the armor, Like once he walks in it without the armor, he comes out unscathed. But he throws a piece of the armor through there, and it turns out to be like ash. So Deku has an idea. They tweak it up a little bit. So that happens, and they added to like a last resort. So Deku, he's saying like, okay, this is okay, we can do this, and like the 10 months are like almost over. So once the thing happens, like the sludge villain attack, and you're wondering, oh, why didn't that happen like when Deku was in middle school? So no, this is mine. So yeah, Deku. I mean, the sludge villain, is running away from All Might, and Deku, is walking by with May. May, tells Deku about like the changes of what she was planning on making at first with it, you know, before she met Deku. So yeah, Deku and May, talk about like a lot of stuff like tech wise, and basically the sludge villain comes out of nowhere, and Deku just he basically pushes May. And Deku, uses like he reaches into his backpack and he pulls out like a gauntlet. And if you're wondering, is this like the not like the Soundwave gauntlet that Tony has? They probably has. No, it's basically like almost like what they use to get Venom off that like yeah, to get Venom off their host. So basically, this is just that, but 10 times worse. And basically, if you're wondering, oh, where is the Unibeam? Deku hasn't perfected that yet. Deku and May, you know, find like bottles, and they trap the sludge villain. That happens, and basically, All Might appears saying, "I am here," and he sees like a kid with a metal glove on, and the sludge villain. And Deku didn't spare any expense. He took out everything. Like him and May put every piece of the sludge villain inside of the bottles. And Deku basically, All Might says, "I am here," and he pops up out of the sewer and wondering where's the sludge villain. And he sees Deku and May, walking by, and basically they go to like the police station. Deku, Deku tells the police what happened, and basically he lied to them saying, I used my quirk," and they're wondering what is his quirk. Basically, it's like sound and tech, and basically they get it for like a little bit. So basically, Deku and May are on the way to the entrance exam, and Deku doesn't really talk to All Might about being a hero like in canon. So yeah, that happens, and May and Deku, May wants to be a hero because I didn't mention this, but she took a super soldier syndrome, like almost like a little drop of it, and basically she's been working out with Deku, and, and her quirk got stronger when training with Deku and upgrading the suit. So yeah, Deku brings that with him, like the gauntlet I was talking about, like the gauntlet and like a helmet. And basically, Deku and May like ace the written exam, and now it's time for the and now it's time for the field thing. So then this is gonna be the end of part one. So Mad Max signing off.